business, but you have always been doing it at the policy level. Is this also you're extending it to at a commercial? Because it is just that you're enhancing your line of credit activity at the policy level.
See, line of credit is basically, we have always maintained that our policy business is basically Government of India lines of credit, which is basically extended to foreign governments. So a government to government lending, which Exim Bank executes and undertakes and implements, is basically the line of credit.
Right.
Here we are providing credit lines, say, to the banking system.
Yes.
So that is an Exim Bank's commercial activity.
Okay.
It is
something
not
similar
an extension.
to line of credit.
Yeah. See, basically what happens is that sovereign to so as Exim Bank, for me to lend to a sovereign, unless I have my own Government of India guarantee or a backup, becomes very difficult. Lending to the buyer, for example, an Indian company is selling to, say, a company A in some part of Africa, lending to that A is also very difficult, because every country has its own laws, it has its own enforceability issues. Due diligence also can be very difficult. But banks and FIs speak a very similar language across the globe. And as Exim Bank, we have been dealing with almost all the banks in all these geographies through our policy business also. So we have developed a good experience or history, what we call.
So in this case, there is no government guarantee.
No, there is no government guarantee. It's basically we take exposure. So for example, when we lend to Afri-Exim, if we do a due diligence on Afri-Exim, we assure ourselves about the...
So here there is no government role.
There is no Government of India guarantee for that.
We've been in pre-liberalization, Exim Bank was offering lines of credit on a commercial basis.
Okay.
Very onerous, license Rajida, so you can imagine it was very cumbersome. What we've done is we flipped it on its head. We made it simpler. We understand, so we operate in over 100 countries. We understand these banks and institutions well. We made a simpler process in extending these credit facilities to these commercial entities. They may be regional development banks, which are at the multilateral level. They may be public sector or private sector banks in those geographies. And they will help their buyers import goods and services from India. So these might be facilities, let's say a 3-year facility to a bank, who will then help his buyer to import from India. Nothing to do with the government there, pure commercial credit, and that's part of that trade facilitation group that we saw.
It's basically also a clearance from our risk appetite, because what happens is that if we have a buyer's credit program where I can lend to a buyer who buys from India. Now that is basically facilitating exports from the country. But when we lend to a buyer, it's very difficult in a foreign country to do a due diligence on that buyer. And suppose that buyer defaults subsequently, it's very difficult to enforce whatever security you have or recover your money. But when you deal with a financial institution or bank who speak the common language, it is much easier for us also to take exposure to that bank. And then for that bank, because he is operating in that geography, it's their normal business to lend money to their companies who do businesses. So it's working beautifully in our case.
So the due diligence of the